Hey everybody, hope you are well. First time recording on this camera here, so I'm hoping that the sound is going to be excellent, and or at least better than the GoPro, and equally I can see myself in frame, so I need to make sure I'm not looking over here at the screen, but I'm actually looking at you. So what I thought I would do is just run through what race day looks like for me. I was going to do a video on how I'm packing my kit, but I think it just makes sense just to share with you what my kit looks like and kind of what I'm now putting kind of a firm mark against in terms of the kit, because I had a few different options and now I'm down to what it's going to look like on race day. So let's just go top down. Got my Salomon XA cap, love this cap. I've actually got two of these, so this is just a reliable piece of kit. I love wearing it, and you probably see it in most of my race videos and most of my long runs that I do wear it. So that's what I've got there. I've actually got a couple of buffs, which sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? A couple of buffs because we need to make sure that we are masked up at the aid stations, so it needs to make sure we cover our mouths, our noses, but you can wear a buff rather than a medical face mask, so the buff will be there for that purpose. I'll probably wear it around my neck here, but knowing that it's going to get probably a little bit hot and sweaty because it's going to be quite warm on the day, they're nothing other. They're completely more or less weightless, and they scrunch up really small, so I thought I'd have an extra one. Plus, when I talk about the vest in a moment, I'll come back to why I need additional buffs, but I'm not necessarily going to take 4, but I've just got 4 there so I can make a decision about which ones I'm going to take on the day. Okay, let's talk about the top. So I'm going to be wearing this top here. This red top is by Spider. I actually got it, I think I got it from TK Maxx when I first started running, and what I really like about it, I just keep turning it inside out, anyway, it doesn't matter. What I really like about it is you can see here, it's really, really breathable. So that's going to be the shirt that I wear on the day, and we need to carry with us additional layers. The problem is it's only going to get warmer throughout the day, so what I've actually got is a second top here. I did consider putting a long sleeve in, but the long sleeve wouldn't actually be getting worn because of the heat. I may need to clarify what constitutes an additional layer, because for me I've got an extra t-shirt in there which I think is probably pretty beneficial, so North Face one there. Okay, in terms of shorts, before we go on to vests, shorts, I am wearing this stunning little pair here which came back into circulation, back into my rotation of shorts at the start of 2020, and these are Salomon S-Lab twin skin shorts, and they've got compression element to them as well. They've also got the 360 belt, and in here I normally put gels. Again, bear in mind the fact that on the day it's going to be pretty warm, and so the gels are no doubt going to get probably a little toasty. Not something that I really am that happy about, but you know, it is what it is. I'm wearing Reebok underwear. Again, something that I bought in the early days of my running, and I've come back round to really enjoying. Was wearing underwear, but I've sort of gone off that now. It doesn't feel so good. And in all of the clothing I've just shown you, never ever had any chafing issues at all. Now I've got these. I am going with the Compress Sport, one of the newer one that I purchased. I was considering the R2 V2s, which are really reliable, and I was kind of going back and forth about which one would be best for me, but I decided to commit to these ones here. They're also more breathable as well, so on a hot day it shouldn't mean that my legs get too overly warm. Now socks. We've had chats about socks, haven't we, in recent videos. Drymax Speedgoat socks with the backup on Carry On Me with the Drymax Ellie socks as well. So those two there, superb pair of socks. Another reason that I need to make sure I'm keeping my feet dry is because early morning, you're probably aware, we're starting to get kind of the dew on the grass overnight, and so when we're going through the fields, it's unlikely that the heat is going to be there, and that wet ground is not going to lift until the latter part of the day. So I don't want to be hindered by feeling like I need to kind of skip over these fields. My feet are going to get probably a little bit damp, and the Drymax socks will keep them from getting too wet. So I'm really pleased with those there. Shoes are behind that door there. They're going to be the Hoka Challenger ATR 5s. I'm actually going to go with my training shoe, the blue ones. Not going to go with the green ones, just don't have the same confidence in them. You know, anything at this point mentally, I want to be really sound, so I just feel like I'll be happy if I wear the training shoes. So that's really good. Now, in terms of the vest, before we talk about what I'm wearing, carrying on the vest. This is the Camelback Ultra Pro vest here. Now, in hindsight, I could probably have done with the slightly bigger version, but for me, this does the trick. So, in case you haven't seen my video on it, just a quick overview. Got a space up front for 2 bottles. This zip pocket here for a mobile phone, and then we've got a couple of side pockets as well. Not hugely accessible, but good enough. And in the back is where I'm going to be storing most of my gear. Now, because the weather is going to be warm and it's going to be pretty bright on the day, and we've been fortunate that we haven't had a prediction of rain, the additional kit we have to carry with us does not include hat, gloves or raincoat. So because of that, it means actually it's going to make that kit that I have to carry a little bit lighter. I have made adjustments to my first aid kit, which you saw recently or previously, and I've just kept it to emergency space blanket in there. Thank you to Mark for this idea as well. Emergency space blanket in there. I've got some just standard kind of fabric plasters. I've got some Compeed as well. I've got the Squirrels nut butter. I don't have any issues with chafing, but I will obviously, because it's quite a long race, I'll just add a little bit to it. I'm not necessarily going to carry it in here, but it's just there to remind me. I've also got some wet ones as well, just because, you know, when nature calls, it's important to have a little something to use out on the trails. So that's what is going to be going into the kit as kind of mandatory. And then in terms of what I'm taking with me, I've got some rock tape here as well, because I've had some issues, possibly, could be a placebo, with my the arch on my left foot. I haven't run for maybe 10 days before race day, so I may just whack a little bit of rock tape on there, but again, that's just there as a backup. Oh, almost forgot, we do have to carry with us a head torch as well. I've been given my allocated time for registration, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so that's really good. It means I'm not having to get up as early, and it also means that I clearly won't be heading out and starting a race until after 7 instead of what I thought might be 6 or 6:30. So we have to have a head torch because the trails could still be dark. And I've also picked this for £1. How cool is this? Just to have on me as well. So I think that's a pretty good illumination option as well that I've got there. I will be carrying with me some headphones. These won't be used until times get really tough, but they are there. As you will know, when we film the run, GoPro, secondary battery as well. I've got a nice big card in there. Okay, hydration and nutrition coming up. So 2 Camelback bottles up front, and they are going to start off with Tailwind in each. I've gone with Tailwind Naked because it doesn't have that sort of sweet taste. And I think early on the race I just want to ease into it, so Naked flavour, also not caffeinated either, so just standard flavour there. What I'm going to be carrying on me, I've got here I think I've got 4 sachets just in case I need it. I'd rather have it than not use it, and 3 of those are the green tea buzz and 1 more naked one at the top there, so that's going to be somewhere on my person for the race. I'm taking a handheld with me. Now I've used the Ultimate Direction clutch handheld there, but I put the Camelback bottle in it. As you can see, it doesn't fit perfectly, but what it does mean is I can fill it up to probably about 400 millilitres, not the full 500, and it still fits comfortably in there. And it does mean that I've got a pocket in the front to put some gels. I'm doing that because, as I mentioned, the weather's going to get quite warm, and I'd prefer to have too much liquid on me than too little. So 2 for Tailwind, 1 for water, just to make sure, should I need to be self-sufficient, I don't need to be worrying about whether I'm near to an aid station or not. Okay, so what I'm going to be taking with me, I'm going to kneel up for this. Right, this packet here has got all my gels in. I've got predominantly Spring Energy gels, which I'll be using throughout the race. I use Spring Energy gels, as you know already, for my long runs, and typically I take a gel every sort of 7 or 8k. The reason why I got into that habit is because the sort of speeds I was running, I was noticing that was perfect for me. I know some people can just go like 20 miles and not worry about it, but for me, I just like to keep things topped up. I do also have some humour gels as well, which I'm going to be taking with me. Just trying to find one example. It's not there. Taking with me as just a different flavour, a different option. So I'm going to get those out and get those ready. I did put aside these here as well as Cliff Shots, which I do use, but I just think I'm not sure yet whether I want to include these in my race day sort of strategy, hydration, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So I've kind of kept them to one side, but I've got the chocolate ones there. I think that flavour, whilst it'll be a treat, will probably be too sweet for me. And I'm not really a big fan of the whole caffeine sort of boost type thing, but this is a caffeine shot, double espresso, caffeine, whatever, you get the idea. So there are 2 things or 4 things that I thought about, but I just put them in the pack for now until I make a firm decision on that. Also some kind of proper food that I'm going to carry on me. I've got a Cliff nut butter filled bar, got the Cliff Builders protein. The reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is different flavours. So I've got kind of like a mint chop. This one here is a salted caramel. I've also got some roasted and salted just cashew nuts, and I'm also going to be taking with me some pre-cooked kind of cubed fried potatoes, which I'm going to add quite a little bit of salt to, or quite a bit of salt to, so again it's a different flavour. I was just trying to kind of toy with the idea about whether to take dry fruit or not, but I just think it's probably a recipe for disaster. I'm quite comfortable with what I've taken. The things I've got here do work for me. The race director sent an email today letting us know that on the aid stations there will be vegan and vegetarian options available. Doesn't necessarily mean that by the time I get to the aid stations there will be the wealth of products for me, but it's good to know there may well be something should I get desperate. And that's probably going to be towards the end. I feel pretty comfortable that marathon distance, probably to 30 miles, I can be absolutely fine with everything I've got, because it's more than I took me for a marathon. My marathon I just took gels and Tailwind. So, you know, the additional food is probably going to come into play later on. But yeah, that's kind of the overview, really, I suppose, of what I'm taking with me on the day. And yeah, that's it. I thought the video may be of some use, it might not be. So that's that. That's me out. So if you are going to be turning up to the event, because I know a few people are taking part, I really look forward to seeing you. Let's give it our best shot and just have a lot of fun out there. Please let me know what your registration time is, and if you know your start time, let me know that as well, because it might be an opportunity just to say hey before we get going. And a few people have said to me, can you track me? I don't know what my race number is yet, so because of that I'm not entirely sure if you can track me, but I will inform everybody via Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, even if you just want to follow me just for a week, do that, and then I'll let you know via stories how I'm trackable. Otherwise I'll be doing updates. I'll do some on Instagram, but the signal's not brilliant throughout the entire route, and I'll be filming the rest on GoPro. So yeah, that's it really. And yeah, the next time you see me will probably be the race day video. So catch up with you soon. Thanks for all your support, and I will see you in a few days' time.